The next point that I think all of us just like it, just jerk off to it. So it's debates and arguments. When you get older, you start realizing that all these arguments are just useless, just a huge waste of our time. What is the point of the arguments? So if you know, if you have ever been in some situation when you get a lot of benefit from arguments, so just share in the comments. I would like to see your reaction and your experience. This is manifested in phrases such as I agree with you or I disagree with you and some shit like that. I agree with my mom, but I disagree with the president. I agree with my roommate, but I disagree with Dostoevsky. There is no relevant and solid benefit in arguments. In addition, we in our speech we have a lot of words that are literally parasites. It's analogically with nature. You know how parasites work and live in the nature. They just go to the victim and suck micro elements out of her. Like these words suck energy of us. The words parasites weaken you because all agreement or disagreement is always emotional and energetic response of you. So it's always giving energy. I would advise you to replace these phrases with such sentences, such questions as it is useful for me or not. So what does that mean? It is useful or no? Remember, in the first section, I mentioned that you must take your energy as a business project and ask yourself some questions. And there is some questions. Among them is, it will make me less insignificant person or no? So it is useful means that it will make me less powerless, I would say. Let's take Dostoevsky as an example. So if you read his book and you feel that it empowers you, it gives you some high quality energy, it makes you less insignificant and miserable person, so continue reading this, continue sucking this energy of it, continue absorbing it. So the question, am I agree with Dostoevsky or no, is irrelevant. So it doesn't make any sense if you agree or disagree. The only thing that makes sense is usefulness for you. So if work of Dostoevsky, if his books make you more powerless, more depressed, more miserable, so give it up, don't read it, even if you agree with him. The second parasite that destroying you is a constant demand for evidence and attempt to rationalize everything, to understand by your mind rationally everything. So it's impossible. You can believe in God, you can be Christian, you can be Muslim, and you can still worship. So if your belief is strong enough, so my words will not offend you or will not insult or shook your faith. But if your faith is not strong enough, if you are mature in this, so better to not watch the next section and go to the very end. So here I want to give you the examples of expressions. It's like, I believe you, I don't believe my mother, I believe Jesus, I don't believe Krishna, or etc. Some shit. I don't believe politicians. You know? I hope you understand my point. The irony is that your faith is often imposed on you. So it's not our genuine crystallized faith. It's just some interference from outside. So our brain is an ingenious mechanism and brilliant. Our brain will make accent on the things that approve our belief. It will totally ignore the things that refute your faith or make you doubt. I think some of you who have this critical thinking, maybe you noticed sometimes that you have some thought and you just take it away to not ruin your faith, because it's so comfortable to have your faith, it's so soft, it's so warm, but to lose your faith, it's very scary for you. You're terrified. So for that reason, your brain just tries you to rescue, to protect you from cognitive dissonance. You even don't realize how the nowadays church, politics, advertising, some religion, cults, even your favorite science, it's foolish you to make you think that it's your faith. It has a very ingenious mechanism to force you to think so that it's your faith, it's your belief. That some sense of dignity must be awakened in you, and you just must think, no, I will not allow you to make money, to earn on my energy. How many people, how many whole nations, ethics, villages was sacrificed to someone's beliefs and faith. Someone's, I believe, is more valuable, is more solid, is more relevant than another's. It is enough to make you think that Korean cosmetics are the best, that your metabolism slow down, so for that reason you must gain more and more weight and be fatter and fatter with years. The magic effects of church, of priests, for you they are wizards that can change all your freaking dumb, miserable life. You don't care that you are an asshole in the daily life. Gluten and glucose are harmful, that meat causes cancer. It's crazy, guys. Don't be so insane and stupid. Get rid of replace your belief with the phrase, it will make me less insignificant and less miserable. If you go to the church and after that you become richer, you become more kind, more beautiful, more healthy, you become wealthy, so the church is useful for you. But if you have one day off and you go to the church instead of walking and playing with your children that haven't seen you for a long time, I think it's wrong. I think it's not useful. You're holding a post and then you become very angry, you become mean, you become annoyed by everything, and your wife just occasionally gives you meat and you just screamed on her. So I think it's not useful. So why you still do that? Another hole into which our energy is constantly flowing is lack of self-irony. It's the inability to laugh at yourself, truly, genuinely laugh at yourself. It's brutally serious attitude, approach towards you. I remember that in the first section I said that you must take your energy as a business project. So you can say, you are just contradicting yourself. Why you say that? I didn't say take yourself seriously. I said take yourself and your energy pragmatically and soberly. It's not the same as seriously. Of course, the professional businessman tries to prevent all of the risks, but he also makes mistakes. And for that reason, he can't afford to just take it so seriously because he must adopt. He has to act fastly to fix his mistake. You know what I mean? If he will be so seriously, he will just close his door and just cry in his room, and that's all. His business just will ruin, his wife just goes away from him, and etc. But if he can make a joke of it, of course, he must fix it, he must analyze why he made this mistake and how to prevent it, but also he must laugh at himself. So like that, he learns the way to die, he learns the way to be defeated. We also must take into account that professional, successful businessman, he also relies on his intuition. But what is the intuition? We definitely can't take it seriously because it's something that we don't understand, that is not clear for us. I don't want to say that you must become a clown or little infantile child. No, I'm not talking about that. I just want to say that you must create your own mechanism, your own jokes about yourself to relieve tension. Primarily, this mechanism you must use in the very difficult, hard time when you feel down and you can't continue. Not all the time. Yeah, the most of time you must be clear, you must be sober, collected, of course, but you must also laugh at yourself. Stop controlling everything. You can't avoid all of risk. Anyway, you will make mistakes, and what? You will be all the time depressed, all the time tensioned, all the time annoyed of yourself. No, it's not the way that will bring you joy and success. I also can give you some example. Try to point the camera at the person and observe his changing, his posture change, his face expression is also changed. Like the whole personality, the whole image of him just changed because he took his appearance so seriously, as a lot of people do nowadays. So you must learn how to laugh at your bad photos, bad hair today. Okay, it's the reason. It's a tiny reason to get some happiness, positive emotion, so just use it. Don't be this annoyed shit who is offended by little jokes about your hair or about your appearance. Just take it as a chance. It will help you a lot during harsh and times that putting you down. I will give you one more example. Take some person from your surroundings that has some degree, high education, academic degree, and try to question and test his professionalism. And you will see that primarily these people just can't laugh at themselves because they take so seriously their knowledge, so-called, like their academic degrees. Don't be the person like that. Be flexible, be funny, be movable, and everything is gonna be okay with you. If you can't laugh at yourself, all the world will laugh at you then. This video I would love to finish by words of Osho, inspirational and very wise. My teachers always asked me, what kind of person are you? We punish you and you take it as a reward. It makes us worry about you. There's clearly something wrong with you. Even after you left school, we keep thinking about you. Whenever the teacher took his cane and hit my hands, he stopped hitting me, but I kept holding out my hands and asked him, "Is that all? I expected much more. You can hit me again, if not for this offense, then in advance for the next one, because I'm going to do something wrong anyway." Don't take anything seriously. The uprising should be fun. It should be with laughter. Then no one can hurt you. There will be no sensitive, vulnerable part in you. Your laughter, your gaiety will become almost steel armor for you.